On an average, there are about 8 to 10 different custom ROMs available on XDA for every popular device. Some are battery efficient, some are feature packed, some are simple and some are purely performance driven. Given the vast array of choice, I understand it can become quite confusing for a new device owner to choose which ROM to flash. Now finally, Lineage Os, previously known as CyanogenMod, has officially released its Android 8.1 Oreo build in the form of Lineage Os 15.1. Meaning the most widely installed Android custom ROM now offers all the features that Android Oreo brings to the table. That includes notification channel, snooze notification, picture-in-picture mode, support for the autofill framework and much more. And that's exactly why today I'm going to review the most popular custom ROM of all time to see how it performs in daily day-to-day usage. Excited? So let's get started. Before we get started, if you guys will find this video useful, then do consider subscribing and press the bell icon so that you get notified for our future videos. Now, as of now, the Lineage Os 15.1 only supports bunch of devices which include Nexus 5X, 6P, LeEco Le Pro 3, OnePlus 3 3T, OnePlus 5 and 5T, Samsung Galaxy Tab S2, Xiaomi Mi 5, Mi 5S and Mi 5S Plus. So if you have one of these devices, then you can try the Lineage Os 15.1 right now. Starting off with the aesthetics and UI, everything looks just like the stock Android Oreo that we saw in Pixel devices. By doing the swipe up gesture, you can access the app drawer. By just tapping and holding an icon will trigger the app shortcut feature, which is actually very useful and will save you from few clicks. Additionally, there is also a very cool feature known as notification dots, which is introduced in Android Oreo. Now, this will basically allow user to see notifications they have missed without pulling down the drop-down menu from the top of your screen. If you tap and hold the home screen, you can access the home screen settings, which offers lots of useful options like you can enable or disable Google Feed, swipe down to notification, enable notification dots, change icon shapes, etc. Moving forward to its performance. In my experience, Lineage Os is an ecosystem so well optimized and enhanced with minute details that it's often hard to believe that I'm running a custom ROM. I mean, the experience I get is supreme in terms of usability and smoothness. It's almost like the phone came built in with this ROM. Initially when I installed this ROM, I was not expecting this to be very stable as this is the first build. But after using it for few hours, I was impressed with the stability. Everything like camera, audio and fingerprint is working as they work in a stable ROM. In my usage, I found that the performance is top-notch. The UI is fast and responsive just like a stock ROM, and there is no lag while switching between the apps. Moving forward to its camera, which is also working just fine. Both front as well as back shooter can click some really awesome pictures, and during my usage, the camera app doesn't crash even once. The camera app in this ROM is pretty good and it offers some extra added features like candlelight, chrome flash, snow, beach, etc. The camera app UI is easy to use, but I think it's not as good as Oxygen OS camera app of my OnePlus 5. Plus, while I was taking some test shots, I observed that the photos are not that good, but they are not that bad either. And in the portrait mode, this camera app really struggles in separating foreground from the background, which is a big downside for me. Everyone loves to have better battery life for their devices. With OEM ROMs, however, it is still a distant dream. Even as manufacturers pack bigger batteries with the devices, they cannot focus on the software side of it. Due to several reasons, Lineage Os ROM offers a better level of battery life in almost all devices. The main reason is that this ROM does not come with any bloatware. There are no background running apps or unnecessary services. It means that the battery will only be used when it is required. With a moderate usage, I'm getting about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time, which is slightly better to what I was getting in Android Nougat, and that's really good. Now let's talk about the changes and features that we will be getting in Lineage Os 15.1, and one of the most interesting feature is the picture-in-picture mode, which is basically a special type of split screen window that should be particularly useful for watching videos while performing other tasks. Next up we have Autofill API that simply try to help apps manage password and form better data than the previous version of Android. The Autofill app stores and secure user data such as addresses, username and even password to assign Autofill apps. Next up is the Hi-Fi Bluetooth codec, and this one is my favorite. As we all know, Bluetooth has always been criticized for its lower audio quality when compared to a set of wired headphones. Thankfully, Google has added a handful of high-quality Bluetooth codecs to Android Oreo, which is hidden inside the developer's option. Other cool features include notification channel that lets you choose between less useful and more useful notifications for a specific app. Snooze notification that will make the notification go away for a specific time then come right back when the time is up so that you never miss any of your notifications. It also has features like adaptive icons, navigation bar tuner, custom lock screen, and the list is actually quite long. I had made couple of videos on Android Oreo features and changes that you can watch to get a better idea. One problem with OEM based ROMs is the slower update cycle. It takes more than a few months to get Android update even after official rollouts. With Lineage OS, however, you don't face this issue. When compared to other ROMs, it has a quicker update cycle. So if you want to update your device to the latest version of Android and your device is supported by Lineage OS, then I guess this is the right time to install Lineage OS. Now, if you guys don't know how to install this ROM on your supported devices, then hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon, as I'll be dropping a step-by-step video on how to install Lineage OS 15.1 tomorrow. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you do, then do consider subscribing to my channel for more future videos like this, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified every time I release a new video. So this is Samir signing off, and I'll see you guys in my next one.